right, welcome back, guys. So we're down here at the rye field that we combined and baled. We had about 50 bales of straw out of here. I mean, a little bit of weeds in it. So if I would have came back to it with the sickle bar, I mean, I probably could have got more. So, but I didn't because there was some weeds down in the bottom of it. So, not too bad. But I'm getting ready to plow this and turn this over, and then we're going to let it sit for a while, and I'll probably disc it. Then I'm going to hit it with some herbicide and kill everything. And then we're going to put good high quality hay back in here, about 5 acres. So I got the 656 here, Farmall International, with the those Kevrneland, whatever they are, Norwegian plows we just rebuilt. So I wanted to show you guys how to plow because I get some questions about this. Actually, some local people have asked me questions about it, how you plow. So this field here is not too huge. It's roughly, it might be 300 feet wide. So with this field here, I'm going to start in the middle, and most plows in the United States are right-hand plows. That means they throw it to the right hand as you're driving. So when you open this field up, that means your dead furry, your ditch is going to be on the left-hand side. So you're going to go around clockwise. So you're going to start here on the left side. We're going to go down. We're going to throw the dirt over, and then we're going to come back around. Then I'm going to run my, I guess it would be my landslide, or my landside wheel, be my right-hand wheel. I'm going to run it up on top of where I just plowed, and then you're going to have a big, I guess that would be the dead furry. You're going to have a big backbone, basically, that you have to plow down. So that's what I'm going to do. Go down and back, and we're going to cut our first furry. Then after that, we're just pretty much just go around in a circle. Now, if anything was much bigger than this, if this field was twice the size of this, I would cut this up into 2 lands, so that way I'm not wasting all that fuel on the headlands going around and around. So I'd cut it up into 2 different sections, basically. So we're going to go ahead and open this up, and we'll do a couple rounds, and then I'll show you how we close it up at the end here. Alright, so I didn't get finished up last night due to a severe stubble problem here. So I had about a 20-foot wide swath through here of rye, and this stuff was really high. This stuff was about up to my head. So I mean, it was probably 4.5 feet tall, roughly, maybe taller in some spots. But there was a section here that got blown down, and you can kind of see where the stubble is a little bit thicker right here, about 20 foot wide, maybe 20, 25 feet. And it was blown down and had a lot of weeds in it, so I didn't go through it with the combine because I was having a few little issues anyways. So I just decided to leave it, and I came back and bush hogged it. And that may have been a mistake because it made a big, when I was trying to plow, it kept getting caught up in the plow bottoms and the colder assemblies and all that. Because you can see a couple places, you know, when I was plowing, you might have seen that. So I decided to come down here with the new tractor, this Branson tractor that we just traded for. We got rid of the Massey Ferguson, which I'll do a video on that here, and kind of the initial review on this tractor and specs and everything on it. So I brought my disc down, and I just put, you guys probably saw the video. If you haven't, you can watch it, where I just rebuilt the front gangs of this Ford, I think this is a 201 flex disc, 8.5 feet wide. So I brought this down here, and I've ran over this about 10 times and pretty well mulched this all up and kind of worked it in to the top couple layer of soil there, top couple inches. And then I'm gonna come back down here and I'll be able to plow it. So I mean, chopped it up pretty fine here, so, and kind of worked, like I said, worked it in. So it should plow pretty nice now. So if you get into a situation like that, where you got some heavy stubble and you can't get through, your plows keep balling up, you got two options. You can either disc it up like I just did here, or a lot of times you can take the, I was gonna take the colder assemblies off of my plows. I do that sometimes. You don't have to have them on there. And that, if you don't know what a colder is, that's that little disc wheel that kind of cuts the land over, I guess you could say. And makes it a little bit easier for the plow to go through the soil for it to lay the dirt over. But you don't have to have them on there, and if you take them off, it'll give you a lot more clearance. So I have done that in the past with some of my plows. I've taken the colders off of them and plowed with them for more clearance. But we're gonna try this out. Like I said, this worked in pretty good, it looks like here. So done with this guy here. Go back down to the house, get the 656, and get this finished up. And then I'll show you guys how we kind of close the field up here with into the lands and all that, and then we'll be done with this. Then I actually got some buckwheat for a summer cover crop. I gotta get back there and get plowed under as well before it starts seeding and all that stuff. So we'll take this back home, and I guess next portion of this will be closing up the ends of the field here, since you guys already seen me plowing and all that. So, all right. right, so got everything, finally got plowed, everything out here, all that stubble and all that. It was a little tricky to get through. Like I said, we had to come down the disc and all that. So I got a little bit ahead of myself, and I started, before I remembered I was doing a video on this, come across the headlands here. And this gets really rough because you're going to be going across what you just plowed. So I've already came down once, you can see here. So basically, when you get to the last few strips that you got to plow here, I probably got 4 or 5, give or take here, rounds to make. So once you get down to, you know, between 3 and 5 or so, that's when I'll start kind of closing up the ends here, the headlands. So like I said, I'm gonna get on the tractor, I'll put the camera on there, and you can see it's a little rough going around. So sometimes you might want to gear down and all that, and then go a little bit slower. But these plows do pretty well to it, so it's not too bad. But like I said, we're just gonna go across each end. I've already went across the top end, across this end, so we're just gonna go around. So now, instead of plowing just 2 directions, we're gonna be plowing all 4 sides. So we'll get back on here and we'll get it finished up. All right, so I got it all closed up here, and this field's done. Kind of expanded the edges, went as far as I could because there was some old furries and stuff in here that made it really rough around the edges. So I tried to plow all those out, and then we'll get this. We're gonna put this back in hay, nice high quality hay here. Then the other hay, the current hay field over there, I'm gonna plow it up here this fall. Once we get the last cut of hay off that, and that's gonna go back into some type of straw product, either rye, wheat, something of that nature for next year. Then it'll go back in hay next fall as well. So I'm trying to get everything back into good, get all the weeds out and get everything back into nice high quality hay that brings pretty good money. So hope this helps you out, or if you're entertained you, if you know, if, like I said, if you're looking on how to plow and all that, try to do the best I can of explaining and giving a little demonstration here. But again, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for the updates. Like the video, comment. We do the best we can as far as getting back to questions and all that. Sometimes we get a little overwhelmed with the other channel and all that, so I don't always do the best I can. But again, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support, guys, and we'll see you next time.